Wanna know what's the difference between this and this? Now imagine you spend days or even weeks crafting the perfect video only to see that YouTube completely ignored it. That video not only didn't bring in enough views, but it didn't have any impressions whatsoever. And there is one reason I haven't seen anyone else talk about that in my opinion contributes the most to your low impression issue. And that is related to your Google account age. You see, Google is skeptical about new accounts, and because they want to prevent suspicious activity on YouTube, they don't usually trust new accounts. And by a new account, I don't mean a brand new YouTube channel. What I mean is creating a brand new Google account and then use that brand new Google account to start a new YouTube channel. And this is something that I tested myself. I created a brand new Google account, and then using that new Google account I created a brand new YouTube channel. I published 10 videos, and at the end of the month I noticed that my videos didn't get any impressions. To test if this was real, I then logged in into one of my oldest Google accounts. I created a new channel and I published 10 videos on that channel as well. Now, I just want to mention that the idea of your video matters a lot when it comes to getting impressions. But for the sake of simplicity, I decided that my second channel would be in the exact same niche as the first one, and my 10 videos that I upload to YouTube would be on the same topics and the same quality in terms of editing, scripting and all that. It didn't come as a surprise to me to see that my new YouTube channel that I created using my old Google account, it got over 1 million impressions the first month from those 10 videos. But what is it that you can do if you already started a new channel using a brand new Google account? There are a few things that you can do. The first one is act as a human, just to let YouTube know that you are a real person. You do that by watching YouTube on your new account, you search the web and all that. But there is one other thing that you can do. You can log into your channel, go to analytics, go to settings, click on channel and then click on feature eligibility. Now here you want to activate advanced features. You can do that by taking a selfie and send it back to YouTube for approval, but you can also do it by sending a picture of your valid ID or passport. For people that have had their account for a while, that means they have enough channel history and they already have this feature available. Look, please keep in mind that this alone can guarantee that you'll get impressions on your videos, but it is a good step in the right direction and is the first thing I do every time I start a new channel. There is other things you can do to increase your chances of getting more impressions, and one of those things is picking the right topics to talk about. Let me use an example to help you understand what I mean by this. Say you start a brand new channel and you want to make short, faceless documentaries about gaming and gaming companies and brands. Maybe you want to tell the story of why Electronic Arts is hated by everyone, or about how Angry Birds went bankrupt. For me, if I find myself in the same situation, I have two main options that I found to work. The first one is to make videos about a topic that no one else has made. For example, say you think about making a video about the story of Lego, how it came to be, how they've grown and all that. The thing is, you're not the first one to have done that on YouTube. There are huge channels out there that have made a video on that topic, and if it worked well for them, it doesn't mean it will work well for you as a channel that struggles to get any impressions on your videos. Long story short, just don't act like you're a big channel when you're actually not. As a channel that struggles with getting impressions, you need to bring something new to the table. And the way to do that, in this case, is making a video about a gaming company that no one else has done before. I wouldn't pick just any video just because it hasn't been done before. You need to research and decide whether or not the idea has any potential. Now, if you don't want to go for this approach, there is another option. You can of course make a video about something that's already been done by someone else on YouTube, but it has to be way better than everything else out there. And here's an example. William Lee is a rather new YouTuber, and he published his first 9 videos on YouTube without seeing any real success, despite the fact that his first video were actually very good in terms of value offered to the viewer. But you see, no matter how good your content is, if it's not something that people are actually interested in, that video won't be recommended by YouTube and therefore you'll get no impressions. Now, going back to William, this guy made a video about a topic that has already been covered on YouTube, but he did something entirely different. He decided to make a video about selling on Etsy. But you see, he didn't just make a video about selling on Etsy. He actually made the best video out there about that topic. He didn't just talk about Etsy as a side hustle that everyone has to start to make money online. He actually did Etsy for a few months, and at the end of those video's mouth, he drew a line, took notes, learned from his experience, and shared that in a way that actually provided people with honest, straightforward answer to their Etsy problem. People liked the video because it exposed every other YouTuber out there that made a video about Etsy and promised people that this is the best business model. And if you watch William videos, you'll know by now that this is actually not the case. Now, to wrap things up, what William did here was to take a popular topic like Etsy and provide people with a different perspective. That's the type of content that YouTube wants to see. I mean, it's fine to make a video about something that has already been done before, but try to add your own ideas and perspective into that video, not just copy what everyone else has done before you. Now, apart from topic selection and your Google account age, there is one other thing that you can do to make sure that you start getting more impressions. See, when you're not a huge channel and you struggle with getting impressions to your videos, it basically means that YouTube doesn't yet know enough about your channel to give you a chance and start recommending your videos. It doesn't mean that as a small channel you have no chance at getting impressions and therefore views, but it can take a while. I know YouTube is full of videos about people that blew up their channels from the first upload, but that's not the rule. That's actually the exception to the rule. You simply need to understand and accept that sometimes it just takes time. You need to focus on uploading good quality content to YouTube rather than checking your analytics every hour. Also, don't despair if your newly published videos have 0 impressions. It happened to me to upload a new video to YouTube, get no impressions for weeks and sometimes even months, and then out of nowhere it blew up and brought in tens of thousands of views. So if you're not doing great in terms of impressions and views right now, it doesn't really mean that all the videos that you uploaded for nothing, because they can always be picked up by YouTube and bring in a decent amount of views even months after you've uploaded them. That said, thank you for watching, and let me know in the comments below what do you think of this approach. Also, if you like today's videos and you want to see more of this, make sure you subscribe. Thank you for watching and see you next time.